The idea behind an academy is to create a smaller learning community, and so it very much is each academy really works within itself. When we talk about cross academies, it's when they come together for things like Senior Ethics Day or Career Day, or when they do their capstone presentations.
The value of wall-to-wall academies here at Seneca Valley is when you have students who have a strong interest in one particular area, they can really focus on it. For example, in Human Services Academy, kids really get hands-on experience. If you're in the education pathway, you're right there. The kids are there, you work with them. We have a lot of internships that go out into the community, so it's a hands-on kind of experience.
Our kids don't always come to us ready to learn. They don't always come to us with parents who have strong goals for their children in terms of education and careers. So things don't happen by accident here. They happen because they are well planned, well designed, and well deployed.
One of the most important aspects of Wall-to-Wall Academy, and one of the foundations of Wall-to-Wall Career Academies, is to make sure that as students come into Seneca Valley, they are really familiar with what a Wall-to-Wall Academy is, what a career academy is, what the direction they're going to go in through their 4 years at Seneca Valley. So we start early on, and all of the lead teachers and I meet with all 9th graders, and we familiarize them with the 5 career academies, the directions they want to go in, and then we let them go and talk to 5 of the academy lead teachers, starting with their top choice. What do you think would be the academy you'd have the greatest interest in? And then rotate down around through so that they get a little flavor for all of the academies and what courses.
What has made Seneca Valley successful is that I think that they've had an idea and they did not baby step it, but they just said, let's just jump in. And I think that when you have that passion to say, let's jump in, that it shows a big commitment that we really believe that this is going to work, that this is going to be something that's good for students. And I think that that's something that I think has been invaluable here, is that we've selected to say, we're just not going to do it over here, over there, but we want all students to join an academy. We want all students to be a part of this. And as they are part of it, they might end up after their career at Seneca, that they might say, I hate business, I don't want to do that. That's okay, because that's one less option that their parents will have to pay for in college. And that's a good thing. Knowing what you don't like is just as important as knowing what you will like and what you will do. And so I think that just getting everybody involved and being passionate about all of it really makes good sense and allows that opportunity to grow. And I think that's what's happened here at Seneca Valley High School.
Well, a wall-to-wall academy framework, it really is that every student in the building is part of some group or some academy. For example, we have our 9th graders are part of the 9th grade academy, and then we have the different career academies. And so at every point in a student's high school career, they are part of at least one academy, and usually if they've come in within the last few years, they've also been part of the 9th grade academy, so they've been part of 2. At other schools that don't have the wall-to-wall, they may have an Academy of Science, and it may be comprised of just 100 students in the building who are interested in science and following that kind of a pathway. But the wall-to-wall is more comprehensive, and it touches every student in the building.
The greatest value of the academy is that it really will, I think it will help students in the long run. They get a head start at what they're interested in, and the courses that are required for your pathway, they're a good, I guess they're just a good head start for the courses that you will take in college.
The greatest value of this program is I'm getting prepared for what I want to do, and if I had not done it and I had gone to college and I decided that, oh, I actually don't want to do this, it would have been a lot of wasted money and time. So now I know that it's really what I like to do, so I'm prepared. And I've already taken a couple classes, so I'm ahead of the game.
I think the main benefit is exposure. I think in anything, when you apply relevance to someone's learning, how it applies to them, they seem to grasp it better. And the first thing I said was exposure. I think it gives them an idea of what's out there. and for good or bad, they might think, I'm going to go to Business Finance Academy, I want to be an accountant. They go through accounting with Ms. Jackson, goes advanced accounting with me. Man, I can't stand this, is tedious, you know? That's a good thing. They don't waste their time and their energy or their money somewhere else. They find out what they like or they don't like.
Overall, I get to know what I want to do in college before actually having to make the decision. And by my pathway in particular, I've learned a lot more ways to work with children and be able to teach them more efficiently.
Four years ago, when we began the whole reform process, we wanted some kind of a structure to hang our hat on, some way to organize the school. Prior to my arriving at Seneca Valley High School, the PTSA had gotten together with the principal and with some other people in the school, and they had written a Smarter Learning grant, which they did get in October of my first year here. So actually, the work had begun before I became principal of Seneca Valley High School. When we got the grant, we had not only the money, but we now had a plan to move the school forward. We then did a lot of studying. We went to conferences, we talked to people from all over the nation to find out what was the best way to approach this. We made two very key decisions. The first decision was to make it a wall-to-wall academy in which every single child was involved. We didn't want an elitist program where only the best kids or the smart kids were involved in the academy. We wanted every child involved. And that's different. All schools don't have a wall-to-wall academy. That was the first decision. The second decision that was very important was how to implement. Should we do it piecemeal, do one academy a year until finally after 5 years you have 5 academies, or do one grade level at a year, first you do 9th, then 10th, and 11th, and 12th. We decided rather than doing it that way, we were just going to jump into the deep end, and that's what we did. We just went whole hog, and the very first year of implementation we had all 5 academies, all grades involved.